Live from Eamon's bedroom. It's
Ladies
Saturday
and
Night Live!
Woo! Welcome to the 40th episode of the Empty Heads podcast. From my bedroom, since Garrett's garage is too hot to record in. I mean, the studio is too hot to record in.
I'm in your bed.
Yeah. How is it?
It's really nice.
Yeah.
I kind of want to... Would it be weird if I went to the bathroom right now? I'm going to go to the...
We just started!
You guys fill.
Okay. Garrett?
I was going to do a whole bit that I wasn't here, but he kind of just threw a wrench in those plans as he just walks away. No remorse.
Immediately. Probably hear the clinking and clanking of like the dishes downstairs. That's fun.
Yeah. No, it smells like smells like something.
Describe to the listeners what my bedroom smells like.
It's like a combination of like, some like baba ganoush and hummus.
Okay.
Very Middle Eastern sort of smell.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
I don't think my bedroom smells like food at all. But I'll take your word for it.
Did he forget where the bathroom is?
No, I think he walked out for a second to grab something. Yeah, so what? It's been like 2 weeks since we recorded because I had like finals and shit. We just, we got busy. So, what have you been up to past 2 weeks?
This is what we're back to?
Yeah. That's all. What? We watched like Loki. Loki's pretty good. First 2 episodes of Loki. That's fun.
Yeah. No, I'm just laughing because before we had Seb as our...
That was our typical, yeah.
As our guest third host.
Yeah.
Just be like, oh, what'd you do this week?
What'd you do this week?
I didn't do anything, Eamon.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I died.
Oh, yeah, me too.
And got resurrected.
On the third day.
On the third day.
Just like good old Jimbus. What's his name?
Shut up. No, we went to Big Bear.
We did, yeah.
This past weekend. That was fun.
Couple of the pals. Let me shut my door because there's noises.
Is that getting picked up?
Probably. We went to Big Bear and we saw a big bear.
We saw a big bear.
We didn't see a big bear.
No. We saw a big lake.
Saw a big lake. Stayed in a nice Airbnb.
Yeah.
Had a good time.
Dicked around for
a day.
For a day.
The whole day. Went on a hike the next day. You weren't there for that, though.
I wasn't there for that.
Beautiful.
I went home.
I love nature. Okay. We live in a society where like we live in like the suburban town and everything's like asphalt, concrete. It's all just so like industrial and urbanized, and then so it's nice to like go somewhere that's all the buildings are made of like logs and wood and there's nature. It's like all nature. You go. They're
made
of
cheese.
Yeah. What? You go into like a forest, and I don't know. I'm sick of living in like a normal city.
Welcome back to the show,
Seb. How was your bathroom trip?
It was nice. I used your bidet.
How was it?
That was cool.
Yeah? You nice and clean now?
I feel like there was maybe one time, maybe a couple years ago, where I was over here and I thought that was the
way to flush the toilet. Happens to everyone.
I sprayed myself in the face.
Yep, happens to everyone.
No, there's a handle on the fucking toilet.
Yeah, because you're not an idiot.
I'm not stupid.
Everyone else...
Hey, I'm not stupid. I just see a handle and...
We both know you're dumb.
Yeah, we're going.
All right, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, but...
What did I miss?
We were just talking about our Big Bear trip.
Big Bear trip.
Oh, cool.
You went to Joshua.
How was your Joshua tree trip?
How was Joshua and his tree?
He's good. He's good. Good tree. Did some shroom. Did a little shroom.
The little yoga?
Yeah.
That's
a little shroom 2 days ago.
You showed us a picture where you did the 127 hours or whatever. What's the movie?
Yes, I chewed my arm.
147? What is it? How many hours is it?
127 hours?
There, I got it right the first time.
Yes.
You got stuck in a boulder.
Well, that...
You're an amputee now. How does that feel?
Yeah, one arm Seb. We're going to get him that metal arm that Garrett wants.
Finally. Yeah.
Oh, so he gets the
Yeah, he gets the metal arm first. All of our podcast funding is going into Seb's metal arm.
Yeah, so
All of our podcast funding.
all of our podcast
All of our
funding
ad,
went into
all of our
this.
ad revenue,
That's
and
so much money.
We're big
we're filthy rich off of
big
this
money
shit.
boys.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get like a fucking plastic arm with like 2 fingers.
It's like one of those, you go to the 99-cent store and there's like the hand
Yeah.
toys that it's one of those. And
Okay.
just like stubbed into your body.
Great.
Yeah, sorry,
That'll be
Seb.
great.
That's as much as we could afford.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
The
boys.
budget's looking a little slim, so
What did you say about Big Bear? You went to Big Bear?
Yeah.
yeah, we just sort of dicked around for the
What was
night.
your big takeaway?
It was fun.
That nature is healing. It's like no.
Okay.
It's like
Okay, Mr. Hippie. Over
The mountain climate is better than the surface climate.
Yeah,
that's true. It's less hot.
that's true.
Than us low dwellers on the surface.
Hmm.
I'd rather be at the mountain right now.
Yeah, yeah, same.
Well, I was telling Garrett
Cooler. There's a big lake.
how
Got a bunch of trees. Go ahead.
I was telling Garrett how I was just sick of it's very everything's like all concrete and shit here. So
Yeah.
it's nice to go somewhere where it's a little more nature-y.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Like to live in like a cabin on Baldy. That'd be nice. Or out in the desert somewhere.
Live amongst the animals.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I mean, who wants to live in a bunch of fucking suburbs, you know?
Yeah.
Does anybody... I guess there must be a lot of people who do want that. Because there's so many people who do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's... Maybe it's because we've been raised here. That's really unappealing to me.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. It was nice to... Like, I slept out under the stars. That was
Oh,
fun.
very nice.
Yeah.
No tent or nothing, just...
I did have a tent. I guess I didn't really sleep under the stars. I shroomed under the stars. That was
Oh,
nice.
very nice.
Yeah.
You saw a scorpion. You
Saw a
told us that.
scorpion. I did, yeah.
That was a big deal.
Pretty cool.
Seb's
Pretty big.
first
It's
scorpion.
Like this big, yeah. You guys ever see a scorpion?
Not in person. Not
Not in
like
person.
a like wild one.
It was
Yeah,
like...
maybe I have. I went to the desert in my younger days a lot, but
Mhm.
I don't know off the top of my head if I've seen a scorpion.
I've seen big spider, like a tarantula.
Oh, very cool.
Out in the wild. Those guys are they're scary, but if you keep your distance, they won't do anything to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big guys,
Big hairy guys.
big hairy guys.
Yeah, people have those as pets.
People have those as pets. I don't like how when bugs are upsized, when they're big bugs, they're real hairy. It's really strange.
I don't like bugs at all.
This guy, he's a buggist.
You like bugs?
They're cool. They're nifty.
No,
Come on.
they're gross.
Bees, those are the best guys.
Yeah, I like bees.
Bees are the best.
I got stung by bees a lot in my youth.
That's your fault for bothering the bees.
Don't give a shit about bees.
What? This guy. You're an anti-beeist.
Well, I mean, I don't want them to all die because then, the world would end or whatever, but I don't like bees, man. They stung me a lot. And it hurt.
That sounds like
You were trying to
It's
take
a
their
traumatic
honey, though, right?
experience.
yeah.
I
That
was,
just sounds
4 or
like that
5.
you kept pissing off the bees.
No, I didn't. It was unprovoked.
The bees don't just sting like that.
You were putting your hand in the honey hive.
Yeah,
That's
you were
not what
sticking your
happened.
mitts in
That's
there
not
and
what
licking
happened.
You
them.
were like a bear looking
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
snack.
I vividly remember just like standing around one time and getting randomly stung by a bee.
I've only been stung by a bee once in my life.
Yeah. No, I had a lot of bee stings back in the day, but I haven't probably haven't had one for like 10 plus years now.
So you've learned to stop bothering the bees.
No, I just keep my distance.
What about you, Seb? Have you been stung by a bee?
If there's a bee, I run.
I've been stung. Sometimes you step on one and you get the sting. A bee landed on my hand during the camping trip, and I was like looking at it, and this lady was like, "Oh, look at you, you're special." And I was like, I don't think the bees are that picky about who they land.
Yeah. Probably looked like a flower.
Yeah, I probably.
And
look
they
like
were
a
trying to
flower.
pollinate you.
I like them. I like bees. Making honey instead of making money.
They're cute little guys.
They do a lot of cool things. They see colors we don't see.
They dance.
They dance. Yeah, they communicate through dance.
We should do that.
Got stripes.
We got a queen.
Got a queen. Yeah. They eat royal jelly. That's cool.
Have you ever seen those videos where beekeepers, they like have the queen and then it's just a bunch of bees like...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have
get,
a queen
like,
in like a
bee
box in
hand.
their hand, yeah.
They got
Yeah.
like bee hand. It's like a
Bee hand.
superpower.
They'll punch you
It's
and all
like
the bees will
1,000
kill you.
ants or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Million ants.
I think that'd be cool to do a bee hand.
Yeah. It's bee punch.
Bee punch.
You probably don't want to do a bee punch because then they'll
Get mad.
They'll probably sting
turn
you
on
more
you.
than
Yeah.
they sting the person you're punching.
Yeah.
Or you
Here's what you
control
do
bees.
is you go, here, hold this queen real quick, and you run off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the bees.
You guys out of school?
I was out of school.
Never was the school.
How school finished for you as well?
Yep.
How was school for you?
I kind of stopped doing it at the end a little bit. Well, I don't know. I'm going to a different school, so it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You but like, did you at least like pass the classes?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
so.
okay, then that's all that really matters.
Does it?
C's get
Does that
degrees.
matter?
That's what they say.
I don't think it matters. I think I could have
C's
failed
get
these and it wouldn't
Ds?
have. Who cares?
Well, I guess it depends on what the classes were.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. If you fail like major classes, I guess since you're transferring, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
For me-
I'm
for
going
me,
to
it does.
I'm going to study music.
Oh, what? Is that what you're majoring in? That's awesome.
Have I told you guys about this?
No,
Yeah, Nate and I, we're going to go study music in Colorado.
that's gonna be sweet.
Nice.
I'm pretty happy.
You're gonna jam.
Become a big rock star.
Yeah.
You gonna remember me?
Yeah, when you're rich and
No.
famous, are you gonna remember our
I'm not
podcast?
going to remember this podcast.
It's gonna be used against you as blackmail.
I'm going to be one of the Jews writing songs for like the next Rihanna. That's my goal.
Okay, that's good.
Nice.
I
Very
see you in
nice.
that position.
You'll make a lot of money that way.
A lot less money than
Or
the
maybe you'll
person
be
singing
one of
your
the
song.
Jews
I think it's
that
so funny.
manages Rihanna.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know if I'd want to manage people. I just want to write music. I think it's so funny though. Like Lady Gaga will have a song, and like there's a team of people who sat down and were like, "What should these lyrics be?"
Mm-hmm.
Ma poker face. That's good. And it took like 10 people to go. And then like Bohemian Rhapsody, one guy wrote that.
One dude, yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. Maybe you'll become a writer for I don't know.
This feels very intimate doing a podcast like curled up in Eamon's bed.
I knew you'd like it. I took the chair because I knew you'd want
Thank
to be
you.
on the
Yeah.
bed.
Chairs.
I usually am lying on the couch.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm like dying, and you guys are like,
Wow, it is your deathbed.
Yeah.
And we're getting all your final wishes out of the way.
Yeah.
I'm here writing up
We're
your
just
will
doing
as
this
your
for you
attorney.
because you're dying.
yeah.
What do you want in your will? What sort of stuff?
I don't care. I'm not gonna be around.
Oh, okay, all right.
Doesn't matter.
Write that down.
I'd like to make a bunch of work for people. Like when I die, like go to the top of this mountain and release some doves and just give it to some random person.
Not
We
my
weren't even
ashes,
friends.
though.
I think
give
that
my
what I'm gonna
ashes
do
to a
is I'm
random
gonna have
guy.
like
Go to Target and return these things for me.
I'm gonna have like a crazy elaborate like wild goose chase with like a bunch of like hints and clues and like coordinates or whatever just around the world that lead to nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just to piss everyone off.
Yeah.
And the real treasure
Good job, Eamon.
is the journey.
At the end, it's like they dig up like a big treasure chest and they open it up and it's just a picture of me. And it says, "Get fucked."
Very nice, Eamon.
Yeah, Gary. Good luck with that treasure hunt.
Oh, I won't partake.
Oh yeah, we probably won't do that.
What,
Sorry.
guys? Come
Yeah.
on.
If you just told us that there's nothing at the end.
Yeah.
What? No, just forget about that.
Be like, oh, Eamon died and he wants us to go on a treasure hunt. Nah.
What if I'm
No,
lying to
not
you
okay.
and then you actually find it's filled with all my gold and doubloons? You know?
You don't have any of that.
You don't know that.
I do know
I've got
that.
the doubloons.
My Will's gonna be like, can you leave my body in like a Best Buy just to freak people out? Just put me in funny places.
Yeah, put me in
People
one of
walk
the
in
like
the room and go,
demo.
ah, shit.
Just put my body in like a field so
Yeah.
somebody finds it and thinks I got murdered.
Or like like put it in like
Do
the
a-
waiting room at
Do a weekend at Bernie's with me.
yeah.
Yeah. With your corpse.
Yeah.
I think well, if you don't have a will, does the government take all your shit?
No, I think it just goes to next of kin, like right, like it's just.
What if I don't have one of those?
Well, it's either spouse or child or like sibling.
Friend you did a podcast with.
Sibling.
I think it's sibling. I could be wrong.
They're gonna give my brother my shit?
Yeah.
I guess
After
that's okay.
sibling, it's friend you did a podcast.
Yeah, that's
So I
next
get
step. The government takes podcasters seriously.
Yeah, they're media.
Yeah, Obama was
We
on.
could get media
Yeah, him and
passes.
Bruce Springsteen did a podcast for Spotify.
Wow.
That's so what a combo.
Yeah. What a combo. The boss and the president.
Yeah.
You fan of the boss?
Bruce Springsteen?
Yeah.
I haven't really listened to any Bruce Springsteen,
Me neither.
Nice.
but he's the boss.
He's the boss.
I just
what
know
I'm
he
saying.
goes, born in the USA, and he does it in a very, like, gravelly voice.
Didn't he do
Right.
what's the other song?
Oh, I've heard a Christmas song he's done.
Oh.
Santa Claus coming to town. like
I've only ever heard that song, I think, because of Simon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's the boss.
That's like how they called Elvis the king or whatever.
Yeah.
Was he the king?
Then he died on the
Yeah, he's
toilet.
the king of
He
rock.
died on the toilet, like all great kings.
Yeah.
Died on the throne.
King of rock and roll.
Speaking of Obama, I've been reading Obama book. I
How is
started reading.
Yeah, Eamon's a big Obama guy.
Not a big Obama. I started reading his
Big
presidential
Obama guy,
memoirs,
Uh-huh.
Promised Land. Pretty good. I'm like 4 chapters in. Pretty good. Pretty interesting stuff.
Cool. What does he write about?
Well, I've gotten up to the part where it's like he's about to start his first presidential campaign, and like he wrote about, you know, his parents and like college and like what he did before he got into politics, and then his first like run for like state senate in Illinois, and then eventually senator.
Is it just like an account of what happened?
Yeah,
or
but
does
it's
he,
like a buyer, so it's in first person perspective. And
does he share like emotions and stuff? And
yeah, no, he gets real deep. It's really good. It's weird because he like totally wrote about like there was a passage I was reading and he was like, you know, basically addressing like the military industrial complex. And it's so weird because he writes about it and he spoke about being like anti-war and all that, but his presidency he never he never really like got us out of anything. I guess he sort of got us out of Afghanistan, but like way late into it, and like also like
yeah, he droned
Iraq.
people.
Yeah, he like droned people. So it's weird like how he writes about being anti-war and like how growing up his mom was super anti-Vietnam War and he was, and like when George Bush invaded Iraq in 2003 or 2002, he was like very anti that. And like his whole campaign for a Senate was anti that, but then once he was president, it was like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I remember listening to that Marin podcast with him, and
Oh yeah,
it kind of made me think that they won't let someone into that office unless they are like, even if he didn't want to drone strike people, which he probably didn't. He didn't have a.
It's
like,
yeah.
He couldn't.
It's absolutely a part of
they
the
would've-
responsibility
Yeah,
of
he
being
wouldn't have gotten
president.
in there if he wasn't going to be droning people.
No one can be president anymore without having blood on their hands. It's sort of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like tied to the position, which is
Terrible.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's absolutely terrible. And the fact that we talked about this the other day when we were hanging out. The American experiment has just become like the empire we tried fleeing to begin
And it's
with.
like it's not even really up to him, because like if it was just Obama calling the shots, he probably wouldn't have. I'd like to think.
Yeah,
he
I don't-
wouldn't have droned anybody.
I like to think Obama wasn't like, today I want to blow up a bunch of Syrians. Like,
Yeah. Were we talking about how the whole like U.S. is based on like not having kings anymore, and like what is a king if not someone with all the wealth and power, which is like, you know, Bezos, and
yeah,
we still have it.
we still have those. We have
still
little
have kings, yeah.
We have little barons calling shots for like massive corporations that basically make the world turn, and politicians that listen to them and do whatever they want. Because
Yeah,
of
and
money.
they're never going to be held accountable just because they have all the money.
It's real sad.
It's bullshit.
You know what? I blame Seb.
I'm sorry, Nate is texting.
Oh, no. What's Nate want?
He wants my money.
He's doing a stick up through text message.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still pretty interesting reading about like like how he figured out how to get into politics and what steps he took and what he studied and all that. Especially because like I might consider doing something like that.
Didn't he go to school in like Pomona, Pasadena?
Well, he went to high school in Hawaii, and then he went to Occidental. In
That's
LA.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he went to Occidental, and then he went to Harvard.
Oh,
Harvard Law.
good for him.
Good for Obama. Yeah, interesting stuff. I haven't really gone. I'm like barely in. It's like a massive, fat ass book. So like,
Yeah.
it's gonna take me.
You
a
gonna
while.
read the Trump book next?
Well, this is the first
Art of the
volume.
Deal?
He split his memoirs into 2 volumes. So I guess it's like the first 4 years and the next 4 years. But I don't think Trump is gonna write. Actually,
Trump
probably
writes a memoir. I'm reading it.
Trump's memoir.
Part
would
of the deal too.
The Presidency. This could be a pretty lit book. You know what I'm saying?
How to cause an insurrection.
How to do everything wrong while being president. Sorry, not to get political. Not to get political, guys. We
It's
watched.
just your opinion, man.
Why don't we get
I think
political?
he did
I feel like
everything
we all are
we
pretty
could.
liberal.
Yeah.
It's not like we would argue about it.
I think he did everything right.
I love Trump. Yeah, we could totally get political. You know what? Let's get political. Okay.
No, who cares? Who
doesn't.
cares what we have to say about anything?
Sebastian cares.
No, he doesn't. Look at him.
I'm
He's on the
sorry,
phone.
I'm getting stuck up.
Well, we could talk about Loki.
Yeah. What do you think of Loki, Sebastian?
He's on the phone. What do you think of Loki? Okay, I think
It's really good.
it's probably the best one of the Marvel shows so far.
We're spoiling? We do spoilers?
We could do spoilers. First 2
I think
episodes.
he's gonna fuck girl Loki.
Be funny if
Okay,
he did.
I was thinking about that. Let's
If
say
you met girl
if you met
Amy.
girl of your like
You met girl Eamon.
like from a different dimension or whatever,
Yes.
parallel universe.
It's not gay if it's
It's not gay if it's
girl
yourself.
Eamon.
If you met girl Sebastian.
Oh, dude, if I met boy Sebastian.
I'm gonna have to say no because that's really, really weird.
Well, what is jerking off if not giving yourself
Sure,
a
but
candy?
it's still weird.
I don't know.
Would Fem
It's a
Eamon
weird.
be
It's
a-
weird to even meet yourself. So the situation's already weird, regardless of what you do. Might as well fuck each other, right?
What's the name of your girl version?
I don't know.
What would it, no? I'm saying like
Would
what?
it be like? Is it like my name with an A on the
Yeah,
end, or
'cause
is it just a girl name?
Sebastiana?
Yeah, that's not really a name.
No, it's not. Gary?
I think she'd be doing. I'd like to think she has
It's a
her
guy's
life more
name. What are you
together.
talking
She's
about?
probably too good for me.
She's probably too good for you. Yeah, I think girl Eamon would be out of my league.
Yeah. Which is funny because like the only difference between us is that I'm a dude, so it makes me think that dudes are just inherently a little less together.
Oh yeah, totally, absolutely. That's 100% the case.
But also like, from an identity perspective, a lot of the things if you're like a more feminine dude, you kind of grow up wrestling with that.
Right.
But
yeah.
I think a girl version of me wouldn't have that. You know, does that make sense?
Well, she was a more masculine woman.
She wouldn't. Well, but I think masculine women are more accepted. Like, I've always thought that, like, femininity across the board is just seen as a negative. So femininity in guys and girls but with girls, It's, it's expected. Like, you expect a girl to be feminine. Homophobia, though, like a guy who's acting kind of girly, gets hated. And
I guess we're working on that, though, as a society.
But I feel like we value the masculine side. So,
of course,
like, when girls...
which is all
I don't know an example, like, want to play sports, like, we don't really have a big problem. A girl wanting to play sports is less of a thing than a guy wanting to do ballet.
Right. That's true. Yeah, it is less, like, not jarring, but, like, most people wouldn't be like...
Girls can wear pants, right? Everybody can wear pants, but a guy wearing a dress is a bigger deal. Yeah. Not that they can't do it or shouldn't do it. It's just more of a... You notice it more.
Yeah.
It's more... Yeah. And probably because dresses are kind of this, like, big display, and there's...
Mm-hmm.
Like when you see a guy wearing makeup, it stands out.
Right, yeah.
Because makeup is already, like, kind of... I don't know. I think makeup's kind of weird. But that's a whole different topic.
It is weird. I like how we were about to talk about Loki too.
What do you guys think of
gender
Loki?
roles? Loki was good, but no, I totally agree with you. Like the whole masculinity thing, how it is a little less strange to be more masculine than it is to be more feminine, just in general, like societal things. I don't know. It's not strange to us, but like. As society as a whole, I guess Western society as a whole has really, like, nitpicked, like, certain acceptable things. And it's just like, why? Why does that really matter?
Gender roles, both the male and the female one, are both, like, this kind of weird artifice.
Mm-hmm.
But the female side has makeup and dresses. Like, when we wake up in the morning, we're just putting on, like, shirts and pants. Yeah. We're just going, like, I got to cover this area, and it's got to stay on my body. But for them, it's, like, more of a display, Like, a dress goes beyond function.
Right.
And makeup goes beyond function. It's also, like... So, it's even more of a step to see a guy in a dress and makeup.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because, like, I mean, makeup isn't necessary.
Yeah.
Right, and like, a glamorous
Yeah, we
outfit.
get to just... do the bare minimum and it's normal for us because we're not expected to wear makeup or smell good
or be hairless.
Yeah,
a lot of like the expectations of women is very, like, they're very dumb.
Very dumb. Yeah, I think so.
Garrett doesn't think so, though.
I like to meet girls who have...
I've, like, been half paying attention.
If I meet a girl who doesn't wear makeup and doesn't have acrylic nails, doesn't shave her arms and stuff, that's kind of attractive to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't... Either way, I don't really care.
I don't know what it is about... This is just a me thing. Acrylic nails. I get...
If they're too big, they are a little weird.
It weirds me out. And if you got acrylic nails out there, then I know you don't finger yourself or play guitar, and for that reason, I'm out.
I hate that you said that. For that reason, I'm out.
Good job.
Good for you out there.
You've alienated our acrylic nail audience, okay?
I have no problem with if you want to do that. That's fine for you, but it's not going to work out between us.
I bet some people could play guitar with acrylic nails.
I think it would make it difficult because,
Maybe you're just not skilled enough. Do you ever think of that? Maybe that's just
I really think they would get in the way. When you press down on a string, the nail's going to be going into the string above that string.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, so I'm just joshing you.
Oh, okay.
I liked the fights.
The fights in Loki. Have there been any? I guess
there's been like one. No, show's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's really good, actually. You know what? It's already my favorite. We're only 2 episodes in. I like how it's setting up the whole multiverse thing, just right off the bat. Like, it's gonna lead right into like multiple movies. It's just like this big setup, this big event, sort of, and.
Is this latest episode, is this the first case of seeing multiple versions of the same character?
No. Endgame.
No, because
When did that
those
happen in
those would be
Endgame?
the same versions of those people.
I mean, there were two nebulas, but they're kind of the same.
They're the same.
Nebula
They're the same.
But this
They're
is
not
the first time
variants.
we're
You mean
seeing,
like-
an
like-
alternate timeline. Loki.
It's talking about like Hulk, Loki, you know, that sort of thing.
Right,
Girl
yeah,
Loki.
okay,
We
yeah,
didn't,
I
we didn't
think
see
so, yeah.
like
Because they're talking about bringing in the Tobys and.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Is this the
in-
first
in
case
the-
of that?
in the
There's probably
Garfields.
been some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. bullshit.
Yeah, but that's all legends now.
Oh, good. Finally.
I do like
It's
also
all considered Star Wars. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is considered Star Wars legends now, not.
It's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I do also like that they chose Loki as the character for this big like universe changing sort of event. And I was mentioning to you guys, big Tom Hiddleston fan. After we watched Kong, I was like, this guy's not in enough stuff, and now he's in more stuff now, and
Should be in more stuff.
he should be in more stuff. He's really good.
Well, yeah, and then I know that eventually it's probably gonna lead to Thor: Love and Thunder, and with that we're getting girl Thor, right? Woman Thor
Yeah.
with.
But that's just his girlfriend taking on the man.
Is that how it works?
It's not an
It's not like a
alternate
different.
timeline thing.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's
That's Jane Foster becoming Thor.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Amen.
Natalie Portman, Natalie Portman. Sorry,
Woo!
I get excited about it.
Natalie Portman.
Nate and I had a song in high school that we did for our senior English class, Mr. DeGiulio's class.
Oh yeah.
Our final assignment, we wrote a song, and it ended like it started out as a feminism song because we were given a list of topics, and we were like, "Oh, feminism, perfect." And then by the end of the song, we were just going, Natalie Portman, Natalie.
Did you get a good grade on that song?
What?
Did you get a good grade on that song?
Yeah, we got like an A+.
Nice.
And he like sent it to Easton and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
He wants to be on the podcast, DeGiulio.
Hell yeah, dude.
Probably.
Get it? Can we get him on next week? Because
We can probably get him on next week.
We might be getting close to my last episode, boys.
No.
Oh no.
know.
The
It's
last
not gonna be your last episode.
the last
my last
Sebastian cast.
before I go.
Last before you go. Not your last.
I think
episode.
you're
God but never
food's here,
forgot.
Garrett. Yeah, I'll go get it for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll be back.
We're gonna we got the On Location Colorado podcast.
Okay, sorry, the microphone's fucking cut out as I was getting up. What were you talking about?
Joe. Oh shit.
Garrett's
A little
filming
bit of
around
sauce on me.
with his food and his microphone. And he's spilling sauce everywhere. Okay, that's lovely.
Hey, this is clean shirt, right? Don't judge.
You wanna watch a movie while we do this podcast?
Yeah, let's do a commentary.
Live commentary.
Yeah. No, don't.
I'd actually be down for that.
Just halfway through an episode, we
Yeah,
start
why
watching.
not?
All right, guys, time for us to watch a movie.
Live commentary, baby.
Woo! What? We were fucking talking about something, weren't we? It doesn't matter.
Loki, you fucking.
Oh right,
Luddite.
yeah. So multiverse stuff. That's definitely gonna be like. You know, what's the next movie coming out? Multiverse of Madness. Well, Black Widow.
Is that the
Black
next
Widow,
movie? I thought
Eternals,
Spider-Man.
Shang-Chi. Spider-Man.
Is Spider-Man coming out before Multiverse of Madness?
I feel like I've seen
I
more
think so.
promotional stuff for Spider-Man, so I assume that's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen anything for Multiverse yet.
So I think Spider-Man, it's gonna start off and it's gonna be like, or Loki's gonna end and it's gonna, you know, the million different dimensions, and then Spider-Man's gonna start off and it's gonna like continue from some point of Loki, and then so is they're all gonna like start at like probably the same moment in Loki where like all the universes collide into each other or whatever. At least I think so.
When
Well,
he's in the
apparently
TVA, he's kind of outside of time. So
Yeah, apparently there's still like a bunch of cameos.
Yeah, that's true. The writer or the director said there's like a whole.
They said
shit
there's
ton.
some crazy cameos, and given that we haven't really seen any yet, more about it gets some.
Who is playing woman Loki? I don't know who that is.
I don't know who it is.
here's a question for you guys.
Okay.
We're very like tapped into like what happens with these big comic book movies, and like we hear news like months, years in advance about like when we
Yeah.
anticipate. Do you think you'll ever grow out of caring about this stuff?
I think about that often.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You think
It's
not?
still good.
Or maybe I'd find some other shit to get as interested in.
What about when you're like 50?
When I'm a geezer.
I don't know. My dad likes it. The thing is, like, they keep it fresh by, changing the genre, like, movie to movie.
Right, yeah.
It's never the same every time.
Do you think you're going to be
past
like
the origin story?
Do you think you're going to be like your dad?
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, your dad's not as into it as you are.
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think, like, if at least one of my kids is, like, into this shit like I am, then I'll probably continue caring as much, right?
I've always loved superheroes.
Yeah, me too.
As long as I can remember. But it's getting so, like, it's not comic books anymore. Now this is the status quo of like the big blockbuster movies. These are the highest grossing movies. And I kind of feel like maybe even sooner rather than later I'll like I can kind of already feel it happening, you know? Like we're like 20 movies in. Yeah. And I'm definitely less excited than remember when the first Avengers movie came out? You're like 12 and you're like, superheroes in one movie? Different movies?
Yeah.
And now it's like, they're going to put all of those Tobey Maguires in.
I don't know, like...
But you're still going to watch him and you're still going to probably
I am, that's the thing, is I say this, but I still watch and I still know, I think I know more than if you grab the average guy off the street.
I think
I know when stuff's coming out.
Yeah.
The pandemic was a good test for people's excitement. We basically got a year off from Marvel, and everybody's still hyped, so...
We still have WandaVision.
Well, we got that, all the movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
And we got WandaVision pretty late into the pandemic. So it was a good period where we weren't getting anything. And I think people were still... Post that, I think it's a good sign that people are still excited about it, right?
I like that these movies, instead of having to start with a new universe every time, you're just jumping back into a pre-established universe.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you already know, okay, there's magic out there, there's aliens, we got that. So that's fun. And that'll always be fun. If the MCU goes another 50 years, I'll still be I guess.
When I was your age.
It does seem like a little bit of a juvenile thing, though, to superhero movies to be into.
So?
Who cares?
Why does age determine what you can be into?
Because you get smarter as you get older. A little kid is really excited about hide and go seek, but we rarely ever play hide and go seek because we've moved on to more complex things.
Okay, yeah, but
even though hide and seek is still probably fun if we were to do it right now.
At what point is your intellectual level too high to be able to appreciate comic book movies? I'm too intelligent for this. Or I'm too old and wise.
That doesn't seem too unattainable. They're not that intellectual, these movies.
I know, but what do you really think that at some point you'll get too what the point of entertainment is not to have to think so much, right? At least some forms of entertainment. So
sure.
If you enjoy these movies,
I think I'll probably keep watching them for a long time. I think eventually though I'll probably stop knowing and I also think it'd be kind of fun if I didn't know months in advance that this Spider-Man movie is coming out. It's going to have all these actors. It'd be nice to go into the theater and be surprised.
Right, yeah, that's a good point.
But we are rarely surprised by any of these big reveals because we talk about it so much and we see it coming.
Yeah.
And I kind of envy the guy on the street who just walks into a Marvel movie and goes what? There's a new Hulk? For how long? What happened to Ed Norton?
I miss Ed Norton. That's some random guy on the street wouldn't know that's what happened.
Well, the last one he went to was the Incredible Hulk movie.
2007. Yeah, okay.
Now he's in Thor
That's
Ragnarok.
the last movie you saw.
Yeah.
Now he sees a fucking Mark Ruffalo looking Mr. Hulk scientist or whatever.
Maybe I'm feeling this way because I've been watching. I was rewatching The Boys season 2, and that's kind of poking. That Seven movie they're making in The Boys season 2 looks like such shit, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It just looks like total crap. But then at the same time, you're like, oh, that is kind of
what the Avengers was.
What the Avengers movies are, yeah. and it's like this big soap opera.
You know what's funny about that is that during that scene when they're doing like what's his face's monologue, A Train.
Mm-hmm.
The back of Homelander's head is just a stunt guy.
It's wearing cargo shorts.
Yeah.
Kind of funny. I finished rewatching it last night. I realized that the first season, the kind of one of the bigger plots is that A Train runs through Huey's girlfriend, and so A Train ends up causing a huge conflict that propels the whole season.
Thing. Yeah.
And then season 2, everything gets resolved because A Train hears that Stormfront won't let him back in. Like, Stan Edgar is meeting with the Scientology guy, and he's like, oh, we could put A Train back, but like Stormfront won't let us. And so A Train steals the file on Stormfront and then gives it to Starlight and Huey.
Bitch.
They leak everything.
Yeah, that she's a
That
Nazi
distracts
or whatever.
Stormfront so they can get Ryan. So A Train kind of saved the day in the he kind of did everything.
So
Good point.
He's kind of the maybe he's the real hero.
I don't know about that. Didn't he kill his girlfriend in the first season?
What's up, shitbirds?
I gotta rewatch those before the third season comes out. I think they're like mostly done filming the third season.
You know, I take it back. I don't think I'll ever stop watching Marvel movies as long as they keep being good.
Right, yeah.
Because
all I have to do is be good.
It's not just that they're these huge soap opera blockbusters. They're also pretty consistently
Well made.
Quality,
not bad movies. Like what came out last? Endgame was great.
Yeah, good movie.
Endgame. I cried a little bit
Shed a tear.
when Iron Man died.
Hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's still around. Robert Downey Jr. is still alive.
I just hope we get more like more stuff like Logan.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
More like one-off, like very character-driven movies.
Were we talking about how if the like MCU runs for like a really long time, we could see like, you know, Chris Hemsworth get like really old and then do like an old Thor movie?
I'd like that.
That would be cool.
That'd be fun.
You know? Like I why not? Like if I was Chris Hemsworth and I really enjoyed being Thor, I could just keep doing it until you're old.
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Disney would not say no to that. Yeah.
Why not? Just keep making movies and being Thor.
You talk about like getting sick of movies, or you know, certain things. I like for a time was like almost completely just like done with Star Wars.
Oh, I feel that way.
After episode 9,
Star Wars.
After episode 9, I was like,
Yeah.
it's just like
I'm not watching Mandalorian.
but that's the thing. The Mandalorian is what brought it back from. I really enjoy the Mandalorian.
Okay.
I like the Western. I know you don't like it, but
That's okay.
but like I like how they just sort of made the Star Wars. What I like about Star Wars is that the universe has like a bunch of random, like, it's like Marvel, how there's so many different things going on. So the Mandalorian really focuses on like a little story that eventually ties somehow into like, I guess, the main quote unquote Skywalker or whatever the fuck. But the movies are just no good.
Yeah.
Thing you said, it's just like the Mandalorian. It's just well made. Like Jon Favreau, he does a good job on it.
Yeah,
And
I
like,
got about halfway through the first season. I got bored.
yeah.
Oh, so you didn't even finish the first season?
No.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
I'm sick of Star Wars.
Right.
No, I understand that. After episode 9, I absolutely felt that, and I was ready to quit.
I feel like it's
smoking.
it's a fluke. Like the original movie. If you go back and watch it, like it got so huge, came out at like the perfect time. You know, everybody is crazy about it, but just as easily could have flopped, and then nothing could have come out of it. You know, because like, what is the idea at the core of Star Wars? Stuff out in space. There's nothing about it that's really like revolutionary.
But it's a little more like,
it's like magic in space.
yeah, it's a fantasy. It's a space fantasy.
Yeah, it's a space fantasy, which is,
Or
Lord of the Rings in
I
space.
guess that's a cool idea, but aside from that, what does Star Wars have, you know?
It's got, I don't know, it's like
Space
the characters
wizards.
design and like all the different like races. The universe building, I have to say, the universe building was like pretty good.
But
But you're saying that after 9 movies and a TV show.
I mean, even if you just consider the original trilogy and all the different planets and all the different species that were brought in.
But that doesn't really impress me because you can just make up a couple syllables and then that's an alien race. Or you can say like, oh, a guy with a fish head, that's an alien.
But
like,
since
it's easy to just make aliens can be anything. Robots can be anything.
Since Star Wars became so big, every single little alien has like a deep, like rich lore now. And it's like that's just sort of interesting. It's fun. I don't know. Like I probably couldn't sit there and come up with more than like 4 names of alien races.
I think you could. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit.
Yeah.
I mean,
it doesn't have to be complex. It can be really simple. Just look at Rick and Morty. You can call an alien race Glipglorps. It doesn't matter.
Right.
There's no
but Rick and Morty does it
just
in like a
making
very
endless
just like
aliens.
They do it in a comedic way, but their point still stands. Like it could be anything. It's very silly.
Yeah.
It's like
Exactly.
it doesn't take much effort. I agree. Like it's very much a good versus evil story.
Well, and to say
whatever nuance they try and put into it usually falls flat. Like
yeah,
they definitely need a new formula.
This feeling of like, oh, I enjoy that there's like a broader universe out there. For me, is like, well, you're just saying that there's a broader universe, like in the story. You're saying like, oh, there's like, because like in Star Wars, like every planet has aliens on it, you know, like, and there's just infinite different races and robots. So it's like, did they earn that feeling of an endless universe, or did they just show you a bunch of different alien costumes and say like to me it would be almost more impressive if there was a movie with like 1 or 2 races of aliens that were really like creative and different. Star Wars is just like the cantina. I'm pretty sure they just got like a bunch of random costumes that were lying around
puppets.
and threw them on, and puppets, and like there's no consistency to that. That's just a hodgepodge.
it wasn't until after the fact that there became any consistency.
Right.
Like
now,
the original
now it's
vision
like,
was just to throw a bunch of
there's this
like,
kind of droid, but before it was just like throw whatever and like a guy in a. If you look at the original Star Wars, there's like a guy in a cowboy hat walking by. You know, like that's. No.
I think it's neat.
I'm with them a little bit.
It's neat. You know, okay, like you talk about a
For
universe
me,
that's like 1 or 2. That's what like the Stargate universe is.
Haven't seen
It's like, I watched the original movie. It was pretty good, and then I watched like the shitty '90s TV show, and it's sort of like watching Star Trek: The Next Generation, or like, you know, just campy like sci-fi shit from the '90s. But basically, the idea is like a long time ago, this alien race set up like these stargates across the universe, and one was on Earth, and like ancient humans, you know, figured it out and started traveling all over the universe, and then they all just like stopped work, or like humans lost it, and like the point is that every new planet they go to, it's just like a different like evolution of humans.
See, I like that. That's cool because that has some rules to it. It's not just like you could put any alien costume on a person and stick them in a Star Wars movie, and they would fit because there's no rules. It's just whatever, you know. And they kind of do the same thing with the Force, you know.
Every time there's a new Force thing,
whatever it needs to do.
Yeah.
There's no like.
It's a plot device.
Yeah, and then they tried to explain it midi-chlorians.
For me, it just has to be well made. You know, there's well made Star Wars stuff that I can enjoy, but like, I've soured on the movies a lot. Like I like Empire, but
I'd kind of like to see more. I feel like these like giant franchises, Marvel and Star Wars, they take up room in the theater that could be given to movies from
That's
other
true.
universes.
I do completely agree that there needs to be more like less of a focus. Yeah, less of a focus on like these big names already established, like, you know,
properties.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool that we're getting like The Boys and Invincible.
More original ideas. You know, things that haven't been looked at or touched yet.
That's why, and like a Nolan film is always nice because it's just like fresh, like completely brand new IP.
And it doesn't have to, like, the characters don't have to make it to the next movie.
That's why it sucks that video game movies can't work out because there's a lot to pull from video games that could be.
Yeah, why is that? They've
They've
never done
never-
it right.
They've never done it
apparently,
right.
like Sonic is good, but like Sonic.
It's
I've
a
seen
kids
Sonic.
movie.
I don't know if it's.
Yeah.
Apparently, like the
it's
Monster
fucking
Hunter
Sonic.
movie sucked. It's like, how do you mess that up? A bunch of people hunting like big dragons, like that's.
It seems like it'd be easy because a game already requires you to think of a engaging
Storyline
story
and characters
Yeah.
or whatever. Like The Witcher, the TV show The Witcher is pretty
That's
good.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. There we go.
Hell yeah!
But that's based off of like
Let's
the
watch The
book.
Witcher
Books.
right
Yeah.
Yeah, but like still, and the games. I mean,
The Last of Us HBO show. Now that's gonna be.
oh, that's
good.
probably going to be really good.
But yeah,
Um,
now there's so much to pull from video games that haven't been books or aren't adapted from anything. That could be something really good and original, but nobody's been able to do it. Like there's so many more ideas out there
Well-
that can be put to the
Speaking of
the
video
big
games,
screen.
I was shrooming at a bowling alley, and I look over and they have this giant Pac-Man machine. And I went over and started playing the Pac-Man,
While shroomed.
and I felt like I was in the Pac-Man.
Ooh,
I felt like I could see the dots coming towards me.
right? The bowling alley memes.
Oh yeah, the like strike animations. Yeah,
It's-
that's what you were experiencing. Like those
Do you remember
crazy
those?
animations.
Those memes.
Open.
Yeah.
Split.
They put some weird shit in
They
the
do.
bowling
It's-
alleys
it's-
TVs.
Very weird. And no one had masks on.
When was this?
This was a couple days ago.
Gross.
Wow.
Isn't it weird? You could see all these ugly human faces again. Gross.
It is
We were
weird.
at
Cover them up.
We should
Was
go
that-
back to the bowling alley.
I was
Era
at
we went.
Sprouts. Yes,
A few
we
times.
we should go bowling. I was at Sprouts. Some people not wearing their masks, and I was like, "Why?
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Wear your masks, people."
Well, maybe not. Is it over?
No, it's not over. Wear your masks, everybody. I'm not
I don't know,
asking you.
I'm
I'm
vaxxed.
demanding you. As the
But I'm
person.
vaxxed.
I don't care.
What if I'm vaxxed? Why would I wear a mask if I'm vaxxed?
Because some people aren't, and you could still transmit the disease. It's
I've heard differently. That you can't.
Well, some people-
chance of transmitting.
Yeah, but some people are not vaxxed. And I don't know. There's a whole thing. I think the CDC called it a little too early, considering most of the world is not vaccinated,
Right.
and a lot of
Well,
dumb
fucking
Americans
get
are like,
vaccinated.
it's not that easy. It's expensive. The government's working on donating vaccines, but like that's not.
I know, but I know some people who just have it. They're just like, I'll get to it.
Yeah,
And I think that's a part of it.
there's
I
that,
think
but
that
there's also
everyone
like
was really trying.
dumb Americans are like, well, our country's vaccinated, so the rest of the world should be, and then they go travel and then get some poor person. It's,
Okay,
that
but
can't-
me in a Sprouts, I feel like if I first of all, the mask is just a precaution, right? It's just meant to lower the. You could still get COVID through a mask. There's a chance. It's just about lowering the chance, and I think the vaccine probably does that way more, lowering the chance, lowering the risk. And if I can't transmit it to other people and I can't get it, then why mask up?
I think it's just better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
No?
Fight each other.
Yeah, let's fight over it,
Fight
Seth.
over it.
Well, but it's, like I was told by other people that if you are vaccinated,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
I've,
very low.
the transmission rate
Yeah.
with vaccine people it's like super low. But
That's good enough for me. I mean, there's always a chance you're gonna get sick and die. Right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, even with the flu vaccine, you could still get the flu. So like, it's the same principle, but it's just.
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone. They're telling me you can I know a bunch of people who got vaccinated and still got COVID, and I'm just thinking yeah, but still get the vax.
Yeah, still get the vaccine because although you can still catch COVID, your body is still better at dealing with it.
And you could catch COVID anyways. So
Yeah,
why
so
not get vaxxed?
If you're vaccinated,
Why not get vaxxed?
yeah, why not get vaxxed? Get the vax.
Get the vax. And get the facts.
with Sebastian Bach.
Thank you. Man, I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna keep listening
Can't say it.
to all these
I
episodes.
miss you too. Oh, we're done with the podcast.
Oh, okay.
This is it.
Well, then I won't listen.
I still have to put up the other episode. It'll be out before this one, the Martin episode.
The one where we talk about Israel.
Shut up.
You were like, is there anything I need to cut from the Martin episode?
Yeah,
I was just thinking Maybe all the Israel stuff.
I think I'm gonna have to sit down and listen to it before I upload it. Make sure nothing.
I don't think we said anything bad.
Yeah, I don't think we said anything bad, but
No.
It's weird that we would be talking about that. We're just 3 guys in a garage.
4 guys in a garage.
Oh, that's right.
4 guys in a garage.
Yeah, the fourth person
I
makes
was
it
there
different.
too, yeah.
Then it's fine to be talking about it.
Well, it's not that it's bad to talk about. It's just that what do we have to say?
Yeah.
We don't have any insight in this.
Well, I've got personal connection to it.
Do you?
Yeah.
You have
He's a little Palestinian,
yeah,
little,
but
little
like,
Scotia
none of us are
Palestinian.
politicians. None of us are involved in like politics. Like we're like 20, you know.
Maybe you're not. I got like a red telephone hidden in the wall that just connects me directly to the president. I pick it up and he answers.
I mean, I'm a Jew. I've been to Israel a couple times. I have a connection to it. But that doesn't mean I have any kind of insight that other people don't have.
But I've read like extensively about this sort of stuff. I've like, it's a part of my family's history.
Yeah.
So like,
Okay.
and I care.
Yeah.
No, I get what
mean,
I get what he's saying though.
Like we talk about like fucking like
We talk about like
Loki
video games
stuff.
and movies
Yeah,
and
it's
shit.
not
So
really
like, it's
there's
not-
that,
yeah.
and then like
We're not like insightful guys. It's just like casual conversation.
yeah, there's that, and then there's like everything that's ever been said about Israel
and we're all American.
has been said or will be
And we're
said.
here.
Like everything's already out there. Like we're not adding anything new, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
but it's not that we're adding anything new. It's just that we're giving our point of view, which who cares, right? That's the whole point of our podcast.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who cares?
Right. Oh, I see.
Who
Yeah.
cares
Yeah.
about
So
our-
it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what we say, as long as we're not saying anything like absolutely.
It's just
terrible.
funny that we went there because we could talk about anything.
Yeah, well, I mean that episode went.
We could also talk about like Black Lives Matter, you know, and like it wouldn't
It's
be
like
bad to talk
3
about
white
it,
guys.
but it would be weird that we were giving opinions on this when we really don't have anything new to add.
Right. Yeah. Or anything insightful. Like we're not sitting here like figuring out.
I think they don't matter. Hashtag nothing matters.
Yeah. It would.
That was a joke. I support the Black Lives Matter movement.
Good thing you cleared
Went
that
to a
up.
protest.
Yeah, I went to a few protests.
Does that make me?
Makes you a good guy.
That gives me the good guy card.
Yeah, you get a
Good
sticker
job.
and everything. Yeah, but it's not like what we're talking about is like solving any. If we were sitting here like figuring out solutions, then maybe it'd be worthwhile. But we're not. We can't.
Yeah.
No one can really.
No.
Build a wall. Oh no.
Wait, no.
There's a funny boat.
How about
burn
nobody
joke.
gets it?
Yeah.
You all want it so bad? None of you get it.
Yeah.
Just be like the strict parent.
Yeah. We'll annex it. It'll be a 51st state.
Yeah. Oh my god.
How about we take it? The United States takes
we'll take care of this, okay?
Honestly, guy, I've been to Israel. It's not that great. What are you fighting about? Go to the Bahamas. Or,
Wow,
move
hot
to-
take.
Move to
What if we offered the Palestinians like
move to Rancho.
yeah, well, we gave them
just like a
rancho.
nice suburb.
Oh man, I was thinking about like, what if you could like get a plane and like fly over to like some area of the world where people are really struggling and be like, come here, get in a plane, and then you just flew them over to Claremont and released them. Because I feel like
Gave 'em a house.
Just go to a random person here, get in my plane.
No. I would totally do if I was like, okay, all
I
right.
think the homeless people here have it better than some of the people with homes there. Homeless people here, you know, chill in a park. It's really nice out. It's really pretty. People are nice.
Less of a chance of getting like shot.
Yeah, no drones.
Bombed. Yeah, no drones dropping bombs.
Just a
No
matter
military
of getting them here.
presence.
Just gotta push them into
No
a plane.
terrorist cells.
Well, there definitely are some here, but
Oh yeah, but in Claremont?
No.
Shove them in a plane.
get in my
Free.
plane.
And then we go up to Padua. We get some people who live in the houses there, and we dump them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
we
you
should
go.
do.
This is
What,
yours
we
now.
should do what Mao Zedong did in the Great Leap Forward. He got a bunch of rich
Chairman
people
Mao.
and made them live in the farmlands, and he made the farmers go live in the cities.
That's what I'm saying,
And
yeah.
it totally fucked
He
up the
did that.
economy, and like millions of people died of
Oh, it worked out
starvation.
bad? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really bad.
Okay, well, never mind.
Well, it's because he did it wrong. There's a right way of doing it, and then there's Mao's way of doing it, and it was the wrong way.
It's like, let's take the farmers who, you know
What
the
they're
economy
doing.
is built like the backbone of our economy, and just not let them farm anymore. Just
And all
put
these
them in
educated
refuge
people, they're farmers now, but they don't know how to farm.
They don't know how to
It's
farm.
like, what?
Take
What a
some of
world.
this chicken.
Katsu, yeah. How is that? Out of 10, how is your chicken katsu?
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay. All right.
Pretty good.
A weird little rock in space with the water in it.
Are you talking about Earth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, we've been going for an hour.
Wow.
Sebastian, any final words? You guys want to hold hands for the last minute of the podcast?
Nah.
Next week, since you're
Garrett,
next week.
Garrett, any final words?
If you're out there listening and you have acrylic nails, I'm sorry. I'm
If
sure
you're
you
out there
finger yourself all
listening
the
and
time
you're from
play guitar.
Israel, you can go fuck yourself.
If there's any
I'm just kidding. You can cut that out. If you
Israeli
want.
people with acrylic nails who are also black, I'm very sorry. Hit me up
What?
at One Real Layman on Twitter.
Don't.
It's my handle.
That's not his at.
Bob
That's-
Scooper.
That's my at.
Leave us a bad review
69.
on if you're listening on YouTube right now.
Leave it to
Leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a mean comment.
Call us.
Subscribe.
Smelly
Click on the
assholes.
bell for
Give us a
notifications.
thumbs down. Report us.
Check out Podcast the Apes.
Flag us for hate speech or I don't know. Can you do that?
Check out Podcast the Apes.
No, don't
Check
check out.
out
We should probably
twitch.tv
check out-
/SpankTank.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Check out